almost forgot where I was. Seems like the time is going by so fast these days. With my mistress, though we have had to move around a few times, the humans are starting to become a real problem. I seem to wander around in deep contemplation on life's biggest subjects. Why this and why that? I'm growing wiser by the day on humankind and their traditions. Apparently they even have ceremonies to copulate with each other. My kind simply mates for life. We never needed documentation to say or show off our feelings. It's a wonder why the humans focus so deeply on these labels, you know? My mistress starts laughing at me when I ask her these questions. It makes me feel so embarrassed, like a child being scolded. But you know, I don't mind it. As long as she actually answers the question, I feel as though she has helped me understand that being clean, in a way, is a necessity to proper health care. I never really tended to myself. I never thought of my body as anything more than a tool for hunting. I guess the only time I would bathe was when I would play around in the ponds and lakes, trying to catch myself a fish. She even ruffles my fur and ears when we bathe together. It felt so weird, and I felt all these sensations. No one's ever washed me before. I've always taken care of myself after all. Although, after all the cleaning, my fur was so shiny and pretty. I like these things called showers. And bathing with her warmness around me makes it even more splendid. I'm sure if someone were to talk about what goes on between us in the showers and those awkward situations, they'd have a lot to say. Oh yeah, I have seen her figure, and I wasn't so keen on it before. Her scent and face was more than enough. Even her voice sent shivers down my spine sometimes. There's so much more of what I could say that tends to make my blood pressure rise when I'm near her. Well, that's right, they do call it something else. I always wonder why we're so compatible, and if the goddess of the winds sent her my way on purpose. But it really does seem too good to be true some days. I even forget where I am. I'm hypnotized by her fragrance, her adaptability to be more instinctual in my natures. How could anyone tame me? And how can I be so calm? I was never this calm. It's almost scary. And I feel more unstoppable near her. Do you think of those times when we were just sprouts growing our petals ever? You understand what I mean. Before we realized all of what the world really was, I forgot where I started. And I'm worried at times where I'll go. But if I know one thing, this woman who is now in front of me, she is what I have dreamed of. She was all that I needed in my life, all that was missing in it. My best friend, my secret inspiration. I'm starting to get hungry. It's time for another hunt. There she goes, using a bow again. She's so beautiful. How serious her face gets when she's focused. There's something not right here. Something smells off. There's blood in the air. I have to get her back. I carried her away. What was that sensation? Was it fear? But that fear, it wasn't for my own well-being, my life. It was, I see, this is a weakness. Damn, this isn't good. I have to protect her. I can't lose her. What was that monster? I've never sensed something with so much ill intent. It was not human, no, more demonic, like me. Yet it did not retain its heart. I will have to take care of this entity for her. We finally made it back to our place of residence. The fire was still going, thankfully, for the night was cold. I'll keep her safe and warm. I'm much more wiser now. I know what she needs. I know what my purpose is, and I know who I love, and I will protect that which I love. Hey, that feels nice. The way you're petting me while we lay down. You're so very warm. So warm. I hugged her deeply that night and showed her a lot more than she realized I could. Not even I knew I had such a temperament to devour. But devour her whole, I did that night. I cannot get enough of her. Her taste, her sweet, precious nectar. No, I won't. She's my precious master. Her kisses, her scent, her intelligence, her very image and her warmth. Nothing else matters. Just to be here with her like this. My life is whole and complete. I'm closer to dreaming now. Dreaming right next to her. I don't want this day to end. Seeing her sleeping face. I cherish it so much. Being alive. This is what it must feel like. To be with the one you love. To be with the one who needs you. To be. I will protect and guard her with my life. No enemy, near or far, is safe from the bite that is to come. My jaws will rip and tear all of her enemies. Nothing else matters but my beloved's smile, her precious happiness. I am nothing without her, and she is nothing without me. That is how I know. This is how I know that the future, the past, all time matters not. Nothing matters so long as I'm with my love, my precious mistress, my maiden of the forest. She cherishes me as much as I cherish her, and I cannot get enough of her love. I want to squeeze her bones with a gentle hug. I want to find more explorations in this forest. I know I'm lost sometimes, and she has a hard time processing some things. But I know one thing for certain, too. We are in this together. special, special friend. I'm glad I have met you. So very happy to have known you. I don't feel like a monster anymore. I don't feel alone anymore because of you. So never forget how important you are. Never forget everything you are is all that I live for.